everyone, welcome to UWE Bristol in Vietnam. At UWE, we follow UWE Plus pathway with a chance to transfer to UK or Netherlands in our final year.
Let's meet our delegate from the Saxion University to find out more.
I think what I've experienced during the seminar is that your students are very enthusiastic. They were really up to date with the latest technologies, so no surprises in the sense that they couldn't answer any questions. So I was really impressed by their level of knowledge, because I was here 10 years ago. And if I take a look at the situation nowadays, it's totally different compared to 10 years ago. So it's really improved.
I think I can only confirm what you were just saying. I sometimes have the idea that Vietnamese students are a bit too modest. In the Netherlands, we sometimes need to calm down a class, because the class there's a lot of rumor going on and talk going on, and that is not the case here.
People pay attention and they remain quiet, which is good. But indeed, if you want to stand out from the crowd, sometimes you need to speak up for yourself. If we take a look at the classes this morning, it's more or less similar. So small size classes, which is good because that guarantees interaction between teacher and student. So that is really good. That's a similar situation compared to our classes. So we don't have any large auditoriums with 200-300 people. It's always small size classes. They would perfectly fit into our model of education.
What I would be curious about is the interaction and then the linkages with industry. Whether within the classrooms there is also case studies based on what is going on in the industry, whether you as students would go out to the industry to experience what the challenges and opportunities where you could work on as a student.
If you go through an education like an applied education, you need to fall down, get up again, and learn from your mistakes. And I think that's a valuable addition to also students in Vietnam. Be not afraid to make mistakes, because sometimes students don't speak up because they are afraid to make a mistake in class in front of other people. Don't. If you make a mistake, fine, as long as you learn from it. I think it opens up a unique opportunity for students to come over to the Netherlands and experience what it's like studying and working in a different cultural environment, but also from the business point of view to give them the opportunity to stay in the Netherlands for one more year and actually gain work experience in the Netherlands or in any other country in Europe. So that opens up opportunities for your students. For our students, it's good that there are more nationalities entering our international community at Saxion. We are already currently hosting 41 different nationalities in the international business program. So to add the Vietnamese culture and the students to that international community would be also of added value to us.
And there might even be an additional value added, and that is for the relations between Vietnam and the Netherlands, that students gain experience in the Netherlands, get in touch with companies in the Netherlands, which could be Dutch companies that want to expand activities in Vietnam, or the other way around, Vietnamese companies expanding activities in the Netherlands. So it's also good for the bilateral relations between Vietnam and the Netherlands.
I think input-wise, they know enough. They shouldn't worry about whether or not they have enough knowledge, so don't worry too much about that. But indeed, the attitude part, what my colleague was just referring to earlier, to learn to speak up for yourself and to make yourself heard in a positive way, so to speak, that might be something that we expect students to be able to do from the beginning that they enter the program in the Netherlands, because they will only stay with us for a short period, so there isn't much time to adapt. So try to be proactive and try to speak up for yourself.
You will experience a bit the way of teaching that you can expect in the Netherlands when you would transfer to the Netherlands. That we work in small groups, but that is not that common in Vietnam. I think that you do exercises in class together in small groups or in pairs. So that is also something that you might prepare for.
If you bring in a company with a real problem and that problem can be solved based on the theory provided in classes and workshops, then students will benefit from it because they can show what they're capable of to the company. The company will benefit from it because they get a solution for a problem, and the university will probably also benefit from it because they can show the work field what their students are capable of. So it's a win-win-win.
Yeah, we were discussing this morning about hospitality. That also might be a very interesting option. Also, given the fact that Vietnam, not only Vietnam but also other countries in Southeast Asia, are really growing in terms of tourism and hospitality. So there is a demand for staff in that particular area, but also in other areas. Saxion is a comprehensive university of applied sciences with many different programs, like you have over here. So there's a lot of opportunities to collaborate.
Also in the technical domain for, of course, the semiconductor industry, as well as electrical engineering. Let's look into these opportunities. Yeah.